Hey, what's up guys? Benny here and welcome to another episode of the Legends of Rebirth Island. And today we are checking out TcTekk, who has been absolutely smashing it recently. He's someone that has dropped a whole ton of world records on Rebirth Island. He's been killing it on YouTube, he's been killing on Twitch, and I'm really excited to check out his gameplay and see exactly what he does in order to get the consistently high amount of kills that he does, and also learn a few of his jump spots at the same. But his links are down in the description. But once again, we're starting off similar to like how Booya is, down at the bottom end of prison. And I also really love like the color scheme that he chooses. Like you'll notice if you look at his minimap, it pops out. Like you can really easily at a quick glance see exactly where all the opponents are on the minimap, and you cannot underestimate that. And that's by using the colorblind filters. Play around, find out which one's best for you, but that really does help because it means that in any given moment, you can quickly glance at his minimap and see exactly where any opponents are. Sometimes the default settings, the kind of like the saturation contrast on the minimap is quite subtle, so it's not as easy to spot. So it's something I definitely recommend playing around with. But right here, holding down the bottom with the MP40, not as good as it once was, but it's still very powerful. Great centering and tracking. And something I've also noticed with TC's like gameplay is that he's very good at kind of like just pausing at the right moments to kind of allow the play to develop around him, which then allows him to get some really easy kills. And you'll notice he does it throughout, especially like he'll just like pause at a doorway, pick up a kill. Not in that situation, but obviously when people are kind of pressing him, he does it really well. Rotating to headquarters now, taking the upstairs positions. Try constantly paying attention to your minimap as well, because in solos, which is what we're in right now, is you can see when you've taken someone out, it's not like trios or quads where, you know, like you've got to use the minimap to figure out where the other players are when you take them down. It's like kind of pay attention to the regain. You don't want to wipe them for the high kill games as soon as they land, so you can sometimes, if they're landing back at you, you need to disengage. Here's the audio cues down here. Nice little pause, picks up that kill right here. Goes to buy his loadout. I'm quite intrigued to see what kind of loadout he goes for first, because a lot of people are kind of running. All right, perfect. See, that was what it's on about. He paused on the corner and then slid out to break the player's camera, and we've got the WELGUN, which did get nerfed, but I'm quite excited to see how he used it, because it's still it's got a very fast time to kill. Like I don't know what it is. It's always the things that kill me on Rebirth. It's either a WELGUN or an Owen gun, one of those two, and I'm just sat there going like, darn it, I've not got a 40 because of one of those guns again. Nice little pause there again. He didn't want to shoot too early and and give the player the chance to kind of get away. He paused, then kind of knew when he could get the kill easily, took his shot. Slide cancelled again. Audio is such a big play here. Right, puts those plates on, drops down. I'm quite intrigued here. So he's just playing this area, and this seems to be such a popular area for high kill games. Just this end of prison. Just because I also love that on his videos. Like, Mum, like the video, you're grounded. You're grounded now. Listen to that audio cue. What's that, a loadout drop marker? He's missed it. No, it's a buy station marker. Still helpful to have. Okay, closes the doors as well. And it's something I actually really want to suggest to people. If you're not, whenever you can, try close doors behind you. Those little audio cues that you get are a huge advantage in so many situations. Just if people are pressing you, watching people come down, getting those UAVs. And now this is where you're going to see him play really aggressively. Okay, couple people dropping in. Uses a snipe, little pause to kind of land that shot. Misses that one. Come on. I believe in you, Tech. Okay, doesn't get it that time. Okay, nice shot. Use that pulse, gets shot now. He's got to drop out and rotate away. Oh, he's top. I hate the people. By the way, let me know in the comments if you agree, but the people who camp in the tower are the worst people. So I'm rooting for Tech here to get this kill nice and easily. Using the cover to kind of set himself up. And you'll notice is he pauses until he waits for that pulse from the UAV to land, and then he makes his decision based off of that. Something a lot of people don't do. They're kind of like running around and then just kind of glance up. Time those movements for when you've got the pulses, so you know if someone's on your level, if they're below you, above you, whatever those is, because all that information is going to help make you make better decisions. It's what Tech does really well. He's doing really nicely with the Kar 98 here. Switches to the Swiss. Okay, drops down. He's searching for this person now. He's now not got any intel, and in solos there's people everywhere, so he's going to be a bit more panicky here. Does the rotation. Perfect. Gets the finish. Sadly loses out on a kill there, but really nice kill nonetheless.
And a lot of the reason why it was kind of low, well, for me at least,
It's the hardest thing with solos as well. You can't roam around too much. You've kind of got to really control the situations just because, right, people could be anywhere and people sit in corners all the time. It's why the movement is like checking all the corners, is moving around. Okay, come on. Yeah, he's like me. He hates the person in the tower. Nice little shot. We'll chase this. Hits the stim so he gets the extra movement speed. Has to be careful. Got very lucky there, actually. Nice little party, third party, though. And we're back here again. Right? Honestly, this is the most popular place for solos. Like this, if you had like a heat map for solo kill gameplay, I guarantee you 99% of the high kill games on solos is with a player controlling this prison because you've got so many areas around you and it's just such a strong power position. If people are flying in, you can take them out with a sniper. If they're pushing you from below, you've got a WELGUN, and there's so many outs and routes that you can take in order to survive, and there's so much good cover around. Surprised he's not closing these doors just in case. Oh, well, as I said that, you know, you do it because if someone pushes up the stairs and you're like on that other side and do it, switches to that because he knows he's fighting someone. Nice little rotation through here. See, I like this. Once again, look at the pause that he does when the UAV pulses. Slide cancels all the time. It's like such a swift little slide cancel. Playing it slow now. Hits the stim as soon as he's got that reload off, and it wins him the fight. Stims are so powerful in Rebirth. I genuinely don't think there's like anything better. It's just because there's so many tight corners. If you pop that stim and then push in, you just break the player's camera, especially if they're playing on console of 80 FOV. They'll just lose track of you so easily. Doesn't get that kill, gets an assist. Taking them all out. Honestly, that must be so unlucky. He's just like, why? Why so many people going for that tower? That's the better question. Cover the door. Gotta be careful now because you've got the circle. You've kind of got the circle starting to collapse now as well. Nice snipes. Like honestly, this is just, he's positioned himself perfectly as well. So like a small detail, but where he's positioned, he can't get seen from the other side of the roof. But he's got perfect sniping, perfect snipe lanes. Like the amount of times you'll see someone just stood in the middle of a walkway like that, sniping, and you're like, why aren't you to the left or to the right somewhere where you've either can disengage if someone starts shooting you, or you can kind of pick up a lot of easy kills. You just got that cover behind you. Okay, rotating through now. He's got the edge of the circle. He's dropping down. I like this. Paying attention to that kind of gas rotations, and it's all the audio cues that he gets that allow him to kind of do this. Played it nice and slow there because he was thinking the other guy was going to push him, but holds that lane perfectly. Okay, this is nice. The guy's coming straight back in. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. That is perfect. Uses the minimap to perfection. Timed that perfectly because he knew he was coming straight back into the solo play. Nice little door thing. That's another great thing, right? If just to pick it up from TcTekk doing that right there. The amount of times, if you're not already, if you're about to engage a fight through a doorway, close the door first, then go through a door. It breaks cameras. There just seems to be some sort of delay from like the player getting the audio cue to not seeing it as quickly because of the extra movement from the door. It will win you so many fights. Learn door play. It's like one of the biggest things you can learn in Warzone right now. Okay, I like this. Checking all the angles on the different levels. Misses a satchel. All right, something I'm guilty of. I can't really call it out because I'm the worst for it in the world. 3 people left. He's going to rotate for that high ground now. Should use the comm tower. Didn't. Rotated down. Okay, this is nice. You don't want to sacrifice high ground, though. So he's just holding that perfectly. Edge of the gas. Did he see the marker come on the right? Okay, no. This guy's straight above him in control. This is really good solo play. He's like taking it nicely. That climb was so risky. Honestly, better player. TcTekk gets killed there. But sometimes in these high kill games, luck has to go your way. He's got away with that.
How am I playing solos? What do you mean, how am I playing solos?
Okay, now let's see how he plays it. You know, he's got the 40 bomb now. He's going to do this last kill in style. Like a 360 no scope, surely. I expect big things, TcTekk. Come on. What we got? What we got? What we got? Holding the area. I think he's behind, to be perfectly honest with you. He has no intel on where this player is. And to be honest, I don't blame him. There's not really been any indication. But he's holding the high ground, holding the gas. Yeah, perfect. Where he thought originally. Picks it up with the WELGUN. Like, such good solo play, I have to admit. Okay, let's get into game 2 and see kind of if he mixes things up a little bit here. Just to kind of like see the situation, right? Similar sort of position again, though. Holding the top of prison to start with. You rack so many kills up when people don't have spawn protection here. Especially if you get something like an automaton right off the rip. Like, everyone just goes crazy for you. They just want to regain as fast as they can and rush you. Right, he's already on 3 kills at this stage. Did get another down who hasn't got his finish yet. Holding the position. And this is something I really want to kind of like hammer in for anyone. If you're trying to get better at Rebirth, learn to hold your position and the angles that you're going to get pushed from at all times. And he also, people have Diamati, like the Diamati in this as well, which is never ideal. You can't roam around if someone's got a Diamati because they can just land on you and take you out for anything. Changes the priority of his target. This is so nice. That guy didn't even get a chance to land back. Tech, stop it! Like, there was what I really like there was it's this consistency of his aim. Like, his centering and his like snap on to like upper chest and headshots is so high. Like, watch Tek's like centering. Right, when he's snapping onto people, he's really taking advantage of the game's aim assist. Kind of snaps onto him, pulls him through, and keeps the kind of like the recoil centered. Look at this, leads the target, lets the aim assist or kind of like lets the player's movement drag into it, and he just tracks it. He's not trying to adjust for the other movement. He's just getting ahead and then slowing that aim down so the person flies straight into it. It's so nice. It's like perfect aim from a controller player. Now look, same thing every time. It's such a smooth action. Right, there's no jagged movements in his aim. And this is great for solos because so many people are flying in it, so it really kind of like helps showcase it. And like if I grab a controller, like a lot of people when they're playing, right, they're like this, right? They're like doing this huge movement, going to the edges of the controller, which you never want to do. You always want to kind of like try and make it as smooth as possible. Have control. And it's what TcTek's doing really, really nicely. And like I could watch this all day. Like honestly, look at this smooth movement every single time. There's no jagged motions when he's in that aim. He's just slowly moving it, kind of keeping that centering perfect.
What is happening?
And like, what is this? This is like a shooting gallery. Everyone's just kind of like jumping in, like out of every single angle. And he's just like, okay, yeah, sure. It's one of the best things with solos, to be perfectly honest, if you get a lobby like this. So you do wipe the lobby pretty quick doing this. They're not getting a chance to land. And he's gone through so much ammo. Perfect showcase of his aim, though. And it's the same every single time. Especially and it's so important as like for those that don't know, like when I used to compete and play professionally, I was an AR ranker. So I really appreciate people with good aim and like smooth like smooth shooting. Makes such a big difference. This is like ASMR for Call of Duty, just listening to the gunshots, watching it track, holding the same position, and like there is a consistency across both these high kill games that we're watching. It's all about zone control and kind of like controlling what's going on around you. He's not running around and taking big risks. Because if you start running around bottom prison or anything like that, right, or jumping off or like flying towards control, you're increasing the chance that you get third party from a different angle or where you've got no information from. It's one of the most important things with solos. Take an area and control it. And no, it's not camping. You're roaming around. You're kind of controlling the situation. It's not like he's sat in a corner not engaging any fights. Love this. Buy station. Goodbye, tower campers. Goodbye. Using the cover in that situation, he's going to get pushed. Like, all the little bits of the kind of like the surrounding area, TcTekk uses really well to gain an advantage in any gunfight there. Using that bit of cover. Slapping onto this guy. Moving. That was smooth. I know this sounds silly, but this is like textbook. Like, he's not moving from this area. He's locking it down. Take people, get those shots from behind him, so drops in. He's now probably going to play this wall to kind of see. He wants to get the finish on the guy in the tower. Doesn't have enough money for an airstrike, but he also knows the guy was shooting him from behind. Right, sees that. He's on the complete opposite side. Got a couple options now. He either kind of stays here and doesn't really peek. Right, he was on the little lower bit because, or he has to rotate round. Seeing the person drop down. Okay, nice. Yeah, this is the time to move. Oh my God. I did not know that's a drop. I've legit did not know that. This is why I love watching top tier players. I go on about pushing that building so much. And that is a jump spot I did not know. We have to watch this. So he jumps up here onto his right side. Oh my God. That is game changing. Do you know how frustrated I get with this tower? How did I not know that one? Okay, grabs Cold War MP5, one of my favorite guns, by the way. It's one of my favorite weapons. He's still using that ground loot automaton as well. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit blown away by that jump spot. And it's why I love doing this series and why I want to do this more. Because little things like that blow my mind, and you don't pick them up unless you're breaking and analyzing gameplay down. It's something I recommend to everyone. Check your own gameplay out. Watch mine, watch TcTekk's, watch Booya's. Watch people's gameplay and learn the little small things, because everyone's got something in their locker that other players don't know or don't have, and it will improve your game so much. All right, really nice steady approach. Knows he's getting shot, so he's not going to sprint around like crazy. He's going to rotate away here. Okay, nice use of the stim. He's going to have to disengage now. I love that pause. Love it. Listens to the audio, see if anyone's pushing him, so he knows to disengage. Spots 2 opponents there. Slides, re-engages. Okay, it's not a good situation just because there are multiple, but the gas is closing in, so he knows he has to push forward now. Being in bottom prison isn't ideal in this situation, and he's not got enough time to rotate back up top. Pick that kill up. Needs to get the plates on. All right, he's seen that guy as well. Has to play him with low plates. And that's sometimes you have to do. Don't always... I think that's another great tip here. Don't always feel like you have to have full health to engage a fight. Sometimes, depending on the situation, like you're a better risk engaging quick, like fast, like TcTekk did, in order to kind of like come out on top. I still can't go for that jump spot. Okay, great AR hold there. Using the UAV that he has. Knows the guy's down below him. Nice, easy check. And this is a bit where, like, a lot of people go, oh, people have walls, they have cheats. It's like, no, a lot of good players just are really good at making sure, like, one eye is constantly on that radar and remembering a lot of where people are. Like, you know, there's one more to the left-hand side. He might have missed that. Who was on the lower left-hand side. So he's got someone behind him right now, which is a bit risky. Okay, he's dropping down, breaking up this fight a little bit more. Wants to get this guy. Needs to try and get back up top if he can. So there are a lot of angles that he can be seen from in this situation, especially in solos. 6 players left up. Still remember there was that guy behind him to his left. Okay, sees the glint. Doesn't re-peek. Changes the angle just in case so he doesn't walk into a hard scope. That's such an important thing to do. Pre-aims. I don't think he's clocked up the guy behind him. Gotta be honest, but you can push this guy. Use that stim. Whenever he's doing an aggressive push, hits the stim straight away. Able to pick that up. Use the satchel to kind of get the health. Plates up in a bit of cover. Can use that little window now as well to kind of like give him, you know, a bit of time. I like this. Left-hand peek. Pushes out. He's not really got any cash either, so he can't do that. But he's rotating now to the edge of the gas. So if anyone's coming in, he's going to catch them on rotation, which makes it a really easy kill. Because he's in a strong place because of the way that he's rotated. He's got to be very conscious of behind. But nice getting the high ground so he can see exactly what's going on around him. Whilst having a bit of cover. He's still got a stim plus a gas mask, so he's got time to play in the gas if he needs to.
I need 2 more. I don't know where anyone's at, though.
Because this is a bit, he doesn't have any intel at this stage. These are some of the hardest. This is where you got to play nice and slow. Just wait for those people to start moving. Like right there. That was the guy that I mentioned earlier that was back behind to the left. He was playing very slow. Really nice rotation here. It's tricky. So he's actually feigned that he's dropped low. So that person might pick up that angle to kind of watch that side. And he can now push up. Perfect. Gets those shots in. Gets that down. Gas mask goes on. This is where you've also got to be really careful. The gas mask animation could screw you so much. Worst circle pull for him that he could have. But he's doing a super wide right rotation here. He's not going into anyone's line of sight. Hits the stim so he can do this quickly. And he'll re-engage into the gas as quickly as he can. Use the cover. Because he knows the coughing's going to blow his position. Really nice. Like, honestly, textbook rotation. Wide rotation, uses the syringe and the gas mask to do it smoothly. And now he's got himself into a 1v1 and another 40 bomb. Gets a dead silence as well. Oh my god, it's a dream. It is the dream. I want an assassination. Let's go. Booya got an assassination. Can we get an assassination? We don't, but we get another great kill for 41. Honestly, incredible gameplay. Check TcTekk out. He's an awesome guy. Streams on Twitch and uploads daily on YouTube. But yeah, incredible gameplay.